$100,000. Today, guys, we're taking the challenge to trade $10,000 all the way up to $100,000. Let's roll the intro and get right down into it. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick and today we are doing something a little bit different. We're going to be taking a challenge. We're going to be risking it all, taking $10,000 and trading our way up to $100,000. This is not a challenge for the faint-hearted. There's definitely going to be many things that happen in this little mini series that I do not recommend that anyone else takes. It's important to note straight off the bat that I am no financial advisor. I cannot give you financial advice. All I can do is share my experiences, my thoughts, my opinions, and my actions as I trade $10,000 up towards the 100K area. Now, I do want to kind of caveat a few things at the beginning of this little mini series. We're going to be going through kind of the do's, the don'ts, the rules that I am going to be breaking in order to do such a challenge. And also we're going to hopefully place, we'll go through the strategies, we'll go through what it is that I'm going to be doing, and then hopefully we'll place our first trade. Okay, so let's make a start by talking about the do's and the don'ts. So when it comes to trading, it's very important that you follow proper risk management. And for the purpose of this mini series and these videos that I will be creating on this challenge of $10,000 to $100,000, I'm going to be throwing out the rule book. We're not going to be following the rules in any way, shape, or form. These are the fundamental basics of trading. Okay, now these are the rules that you should follow if you are looking to actively trade, whether you're on the stock market or in the crypto market. These are things like trading only 1% of your account and using good stop losses, using good take profits, good risk reward ratios, all the proper risk management that you need to apply when you're trading. All of those in this particular video and the sequential videos that I will be putting out will be thrown out because they will not make good video content. It's not going to be entertaining. It's going to be a very slow process and it's not something that you guys are going to want to see. Instead, we're going to make this video for entertainment purposes. This is not to be followed. This is not financial advice. I am obviously no financial advisor. I'm just a guy talking to a camera here in YouTube land. And it's important to note that I'm just going to be doing, sharing my thoughts and opinions when I'm taking action on, and you're going to see everything as I do it in these videos. Okay, so the first thing that's worth noting is that I'm going to be doing things you shouldn't be doing in this video series for the purpose of entertainment and keeping this video series a little bit more punchy and a little bit faster paced. It would take way too long to be trading $10,000 to $100,000 if I were to stick to proper risk management. So we're going to be doing things a little bit different. Let's talk about the strategy then. What am I going to be doing? Well, I'm going to be trading on 𝗲𝗀. 𝗲𝗀 is kind of one of my go-to leverage-based trading platforms. There's a link in the description below if you haven't already signed up, so I do urge you guys to check it out. There's many different rewards available depending on your jurisdiction, where you are around the world. More terms and conditions can, of course, be found on their website. All the details can be found in the link in the description below, so do check that out. So I'm going to be using 𝗲𝗀. I'm going to be using leverage. I'm going to be using leverage between 5x and 25x. I do not envision going any higher than 25x. And obviously, I want to be on the lower side for longer term trades and on the higher side for the shorter term trades. Okay. The aim here is to basically take approximately 5 to 6 trades total. Okay, and ideally we want to double our account size with every single trade. This is why it is not using proper risk management. In order to do this, we have to go in with 100% of our account size, and we have to basically use stop losses to try to mitigate against any potential losses. We are going to be using small 5x to 10x leverage on the longer term multi-day trades, and we are going to be using the 25x leverage for the shorter term trades on the hourly charts and 4-hourly charts, for example. This will mean that we'll have a higher probability of reaching that 100% gains on a trade because we want to double those positions, which brings me to how many trades we actually need to take. we essentially only need to double our position a handful of times. Take $10,000, turn it into $20,000. Take $20,000, turn it into $40,000. Take the $40,000, turn it into $80,000, and then really it's only one more trade to get us above the $100K area. So a total of 4 trades would be required if we are able to double our account size every single time. However, we do appreciate that we may actually not be doubling, and we might actually only be able to get 50 or 60% on some of these trades. Therefore, I envision us taking a few extra trades if necessary. It's important to note the more trades we take, the higher the risks are for us not reaching our objective of $100,000. So we want to be really taking trades that we have a lot of confidence in. It might take us days before we find such an opportunity. It might even take us weeks to find an opportunity. But we're looking for a good, strong opportunity where we can take advantage of the market. It's important to note where a lot of people do trip up when it comes to trading is they think they always have to be in the market. Sometimes the best trade is no trade at all. And so in today's video and in these videos for this mini series, we are going to be looking for opportunities, not just jumping on anything and everything we can, but looking for opportunities that have the highest probability of success. So guys, let's jump into the desktop and start taking a look at 𝗗𝗀𝗀𝗰 and some opportunities. Okay, so 𝗗𝗗𝗀𝗀𝗰. 𝗗𝗗𝗀𝗀𝗃 is a new exchange, a cryptocurrency exchange. It's starting to take the crypto space by storm, and it's actually really, really useful, and it's a really self-intuitive platform as well. The mobile app's great, and the desktop app is great, right? So I'm using the Google Chrome, and I'm using 𝗗𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗏.com for the purpose of these videos, but I do use the app as well because it is really handy to have it on a mobile device as you kind of get out and about. So sign up to an account over at 𝗗𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗏. I've done my KYC level 1 and 2, I think. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and deposit some funds. Okay, so I'm going to come on over into our spot account here just for a second. Here you can see I've got absolutely nothing in my account, so I'm going to go ahead and deposit. We're going to basically deposit USDT. I'm going to do this on the Tron network, just keeps it nice and easy. And then, yeah, I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, and just like that, $10,000 is now in the account. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer this. We're going to transfer it from our funding account to our futures account. And we're going to transfer all of it, USDT. We're just going to click confirm, and you'll note that it will move from our funding account over here to our futures account just over this side. Cool, right. So now not only have we got a 𝗗𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗏 account that's KYC to a degree, so we can have bigger and larger withdrawal amounts and all that kind of good stuff. Obviously that is optional. You don't have to do that. It's just something that I've done so that I have higher withdrawals. And we funded it with $10,000. The next tool that we need to kind of talk about is TradingView, right? I'm going to use TradingView for our analysis, and we're going to be trading on 𝗗𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗏. Okay, so we'll come over to the futures area, just go on futures here. This is going to basically load up all of our charts here for 𝗗𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗏, right? So you'll see we have Bitcoin and so forth. We'll talk more about this in a moment. If we do come on over into our TradingView, here we can see that, let me see, there we go. Here we can see that we have I have added a section under my trades sector for 𝗗𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗏, along with all the other exchanges that I would normally look at. So these are just trading pairs on 𝗗𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗏. Okay, so it's important that we use the correct charts for our analysis that tally up with the exchange that we are using, because you'll have different numbers on different exchanges, and as such, you might get the wrong analysis, wrong calls, and you might miss opportunities, or worse, lose funding. Okay, so it's important that we kind of get this correct. So we've got TradingView. We set up a section called 𝗗𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗏. We added the futures pairs, USDT pairings for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Magmatic, etc. Right now, we obviously do have the standard tools that I would normally use on the videos. So we have the CC, EMA, and SMAs, the CC, SRSI, V2s. These are all indicators that are available for our members. Links for memberships are down in the description below. More details can be found in the free Discord, also linked below. Right. So we're going to use our TradingView account here for our analysis. analysis. We're going to try to find opportunities using TradingView, and then what we're going to do is we're going to essentially jump on over into Bluefin, and we're going to place our trades here. Okay, really quite straightforward stuff, nothing terribly too in-depth. We do obviously have TradingView built in, but I much prefer to use my own TradingView with my own indicators and all that kind of stuff. You can't use those indicators here, for example. Okay, perfect. So the first thing that we need to do then is actually find an opportunity, right? And I've been looking for a couple today so far. I haven't seen anything amazing. I do like trading Matic. I do like the way that Matic tends to react to Elliott wave theory, which will be one of the tools I'm using here. We can see that we are finding resistance on our 1 hour time frame for Matic here on the 50 simple moving average, 50 exponential moving average. This is looking like we might find ourselves with a bit of a drop in the Matic price action. And so this is going to be interesting. Now, we've already met our minimum expectations, which was anything lower than 68.63 cent. But we do have the possibility here of dropping a little bit deeper. So let's go ahead and check what some of these standard percentage drops may be, right? If we take the current price as it is, we could see, maybe a 2% move. It's not going to be massive. Let's take this up into a daily time frame, because I am looking for bigger plays rather than shorter plays. So looking at this area is the reversal area that we're looking for. We do find ourselves with higher lows going on here. Maybe we'll drop down a little bit more before we start to go up a little bit higher. Resistance is on the 50 exponential moving average on the daily time frame for Matic, so that's interesting. From our current price, that would be about a 5 to 6% move. It's more palatable. I do like that idea. So I'm looking for maybe a bit of a price drop and then a long where we can target out resistance on that 50 exponential moving average. With a 10x leverage, this could be what I'm looking for. So this could be the opportunity. It's not one that I can enter right now unless I go long somewhere around that kind of 68 cent. It's a possibility. We could do that by putting in that long and seeing if it triggers, but I'm going to give this a little bit more time to play out. Alternatively, we could try to go for a short with higher leverage right on our 1 hour time frame for Matic. So that's going to be an interesting opportunity. We'll see how that next couple of hours plays out. Ethereum is an interesting play as well. I've been looking at Ethereum for potential trades, but this one shows a little bit of a move to the upside and then unfortunately a bit more slippage to the downside. Good support is being found on the 1 hour 200 EMA here for Matic though. So good support here, a bit of a move to the upside. If we lose this, it could be a shorting opportunity. On the daily time frame, obviously Ethereum had a good run out of this area. It is tracking a 5-wave move. We're looking for probably a retest of around that 50 EMA. So we'll see whether that actually happens or not. This one's a bit too soon to really play on. So I'm going to give that a miss for now. 𝗕𝗘𝗪 is also an interesting play, finding support at the moment on its daily 50 simple moving average. Roll this down into the 1 hour time frame, and we can see here that we found resistance on its 200 EMA, resistance right now on the 50 simple moving average. This one could see a little surge higher before dropping, but equally at the same time, we might just completely collapse. So this looks like a good shorting opportunity here. Looking at this on the 1 hour time frame, we might find a little bit of slippage that we could take advantage of. Again, it's not going to be massive, maybe towards 3%. So again, you'd have to use higher leverage, and I'm not so sure I want to do that just yet. So that's also another opportunity and another play. Cardano has been an interesting one right now as well, finding resistance right here on our 50 EMA on the 1 hour time frame. As it approaches this overbought area, it could be that we actually short Cardano as one of our first trading opportunities. This one does look like it has the potential to go down a fair amount as it's gone up towards its EMA here. We might find ourselves with 44.17 to 44.31. Finding again this area is an interesting zone. So maybe shorting Cardano is the way. I'd wait for seeing where this candle closes. From the current position, again, you're talking like 1.5%. These are not massive moves, so we'd have to use higher leverage in order to really capitalize in on that kind of movement. But it's one that is a possible scenario that plays out here. So I'll be seeing whether or not Cardano is an opportunity. Solana also looking interesting as it is lower than our 200 hourly EMA. So here we could still see further moves to the downside for Solana. Again, we're not going to be talking massive movements though, as this is a bit more of a ranging market than anything else. Again, we're probably only really talking about 1.5% or so before we kind of take into effect the next kind of leg to the upside. So shorting the market is one to be kind of a little bit cautious on. So I think for now, I'm going to probably wrap up today's video as I continue to look for opportunities. This is a kind of an introductory video into kind of what I'm going to be doing. So do watch out for episode 2, where I will be placing a trade and we'll be kind of taking a look at moving from $10,000 up towards that next milestone of $20,000. Guys, if you enjoyed today's video, smash that like button. If you're new, subscribe and stay up to date with this mini series. And if you haven't checked this video out, guys, what are you waiting for? Check it out and let me know your thoughts and opinions.